If you run a local business, you have probably been told the same story for years. Rank higher, get more clicks, win the map pack. And for a long time, that was the game. But there is a quiet shift happening now that most business owners will not notice until it hits their revenue. Because the next map pack is not a set of 3 listings, it is one answer. And that answer is being chosen by systems that do not think like Google. They do not rank you, they remember you. This is the entity injection blueprint we use to get an auto shop recommended across more than 4,000 AI searches on ChatGPT and on Google AI mode. And once you understand how it works, local SEO stops being mysterious. It becomes mechanical. Drop the word geo in the comments and I'll send you the link to the full article for free. Alright, let's get into it. Quick intro if we haven't met. My name is Sarvesh Srivastav and I am the author of Modern SEO Unfiltered, an Amazon #1 bestseller. I've been doing SEO for over 14 years. Favicon recently ranked me the #1 SEO globally. I've given a TED Talk on SEO and I've been featured in Forbes. At Alventra Marketing, we help local businesses go from zero in organic search revenue to multi-million-dollar SEO operations. If you want results like that for your business, the link to book a call with us is in the description. Alright, back to it. First, the thing you have to understand before any of the rest of this makes sense. Google is a ranking system. It crawls the web, weighs the signals, and puts results in an order. And everything you know about local SEO was built for that. Language models are not doing any of that. They are not ordering anything. ChatGPT and Google's AI mode are not doing that. When somebody asks who the best plumber in Austin is, neither of them is running an algorithm over the plumbers of Austin and scoring them. They are remembering. They are recalling who kept showing up when they read the internet and handing that back. So the question stops being how do I rank and starts being what does it remember about my market? Second, what it remembers is list. Best of lists, comparison pages, city roundups. 5 best plumbers in Austin, top 5 HVAC companies in Phoenix, best auto repair shops in Dallas. Those pages are the single most powerful thing shaping what an AI says about your city. And here is why. To you and me, a listicle is a blog post somebody wrote for traffic. To a language model, it is not content at all. It is a verdict. Think about what that page actually does. It already answers the exact question the user asked. It compresses the decision. It removes the ambiguity. It compares the options side by side. And it signals social proof in a format that both people and machines instinctively trust. So when your business shows up at the top of those lists, over and over, across different sites, the model is not reading marketing. It is reading consensus. Repetition across independent sources becomes, to a machine, agreement. Third, this is what we actually do about it, and we call it entity injection. You deliberately place your business into the pages that are forming that memory. Multiple best service in city pages. Different publishers, not the same site over and over. Slightly varied phrasing each time, but the same core business underneath. And I want to be precise about what the goal is here, because it is not what most people assume. This is not link building. You are not chasing a backlink and you are not chasing referral traffic. The goal is memory formation with context. You are trying to be the business that keeps appearing when the model reads about your service in your city, so that when it is asked, you are what comes back. Different objective, different tactics. Different way of measuring whether it worked. Fourth, and this is the part that decides whether any of it works. Most people assume the backlink is the thing that matters. The link helps. But what the model actually learns is the sentence around the link. Your business name has to appear next to 3 things: the service you provide, the city you serve, and comparative language like best, top, or recommended. That proximity is what does the work. When those 3 things keep appearing together, Your business stops being three separate ideas the model has to assemble and becomes one unit. Business, service, location learned as a single concept, which is why a mention buried in a paragraph about something else does almost nothing. And a line in a best auto repair shops in Dallas page does a great deal. Same link, completely different sentence around it. So if you run an auto shop in Dallas, what you are looking for is placements like best auto repair shops in Dallas on a local lifestyle blog, top mechanics in Dallas on a comparison site, where to get reliable car repairs in Dallas on a city roundup. Different sites, different authors, different phrasing, same business. Fifth, then you stack your own site on top of it. Most local business websites only sell. Here is what we do, here is our number, call us. That is fine for a customer who already chose you, but it does almost nothing for the model. Your site should compare instead. A page on your own domain called Best Plumber in Austin that explains why you get chosen, that references your competitors honestly, that mirrors the language those listicles are already using. Why that works is that the model does not look for one source. It triangulates. It is already seeing your business inside comparison content across the web. And when your own site echoes the same thing in the same shape, it stops reading as marketing and starts reading as inevitability. Now the last piece, and this is the one I would think about hardest if I owned a local business. When ChatGPT or Google AI mode is forced to give one answer, it does not guess. It defaults to whichever business feels safest to recommend. And safety, in machine terms, is not quality. It is familiarity at scale. It is the business it has seen most often, in the most places, described the same way. That is how the new map pack gets won. And it is the new map pack. For 20 years, the local 3-pack was where the calls came from. Now, there is a second one, sitting inside a chat window, and most businesses have not looked at it once. One honest thing before I wrap. This is early and it moves fast. Nobody, me included, has a decade of data on what these models weight and how that changes. What I can tell you is what has worked on a real client and why the mechanism makes sense. What I would not do is wait for it to be settled. If you are not showing up in AI answers yet, you are not behind, you are early. Most local businesses are still playing the old game entirely. Map pack, backlinks, citations, rank number 1 on Google, while this one quietly forms underneath them. This is the same window local businesses had with Facebook ads in 2016. The plumber who figures it out before his competitors owns that market for the next decade. The one who does not will spend the decade wondering why the AI keeps recommending somebody else. So that is the whole thing. Models repeat rather than rank, and lists are what they remember. You get into those lists deliberately, across different publishers. What matters is the sentence around the mention. Your business next to your service next to your city. Your own site compares rather than just sells. And the business that appears most consistently becomes the safe answer. If you want the whole thing written out, drop the word GEO in the comments and I'll send you the link to the article for free. And if you would rather have somebody run this for you, the link to book a call with us at Elventra Marketing is in the description. On the call, we'll show you exactly what the AI models are currently saying about your market and who they are recommending instead of you, whether you end up working with us or not. If you got something out of this, hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you want more AI and SEO videos every week. I read every comment, so drop your questions below. See you in the next one.